from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio.
Every soul, every beating heart, every nation and every tongue, come find hope in the love of the Father. All creation will bow as one. If their eyes see the risen sun, Jesus, Savior forever and after. This is love. Jesus came and died and gave his life for us. Let our voices rise and sing for all he's done. Our fear is overcome. Our God is love. We say, our God is every distant broken heart, every prayer, every outstretched arm, finding hope in the love of the Father. Age to age, let his praises rise. All the glory for all of time. Jesus, Savior forever and after. This is love. Jesus came and died and gave his life for us. So let our voices rise and sing for all he's done. Our fear is overcome. Our God is love. See, our God is age to age, we will be singing in the light of all he's done. All the earth, everyone singing in the wonder of his love. Age to age, we will be singing in the light of all he's done. All the earth, everyone singing. This is love. Jesus came and died and gave his life for us. Let our voices rise and sing for all he's done. Our fear is overcome. Our God is love. Our God is
Good afternoon, and welcome to the hour of prayer for Benny and the Jets. This is your host, Benny. Sorry I'm late. I had a... Praise God.
Praise God. Benny
Yes.
asked me to give a prophetic word tonight, and I sought God on it. And God, he kind of switched things up at the last minute, and he says, well, let's do a testimony about faith. Praise God. And I go back and tell you all a story about faith and how what God did. You know, all of us was probably involved in things, you know, all of us none of us are perfect. And I was involved in some things earlier in my life And every time I tried to do things that man wanted me to do, you know, yeah, it was a very short season. I made a lot of money and stuff, but it didn't last, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I became, you know, into God, I became into God through grace and asked him, you know, what you want me to do. I quit trying to do what man wanted me to do. I quit trying to do the things that was, you know, perfectly I could see. You know, I went into the Spirit. And he told me that to get some land and help people out, help drug addicts out, kids that are homeless, you know, and stuff like that. So I said, well, how in the world am I going to do that? So I went out and I found some land out in a place that I've never even heard of, in a town I've never heard of in my life. God sent me there. And I found some farmland, and I went to the people. And I told them that God told me that this land was going to be used to take care of the drug addicts and stuff. And the people, you know, they kind of, at first they was like, whoa, what is this? So I went back and I met with some judges and some lawyers here in town. And they said, okay, we're going to help you. This is a great idea. We're going to help you. So they started, you know, I set up a fund organization. And, you know, God blessed me with the money to be able to buy a big farm. And we started building homes on it and going to court with the children and grown-ups too. And, you know, the judge gave them an option. Okay, you can go spend a year on the farm. And, you know, we do nothing but praise God on that farm. We teach the Bible. We have ministers available every day out there. And so it went viral. And we have 2,000 kids a year.
Wow.
And they get 1 year, or they can go to prison. You know, it saves them from going to prison. And God just opened this big vision up. And I followed the Lord. You know, he guided me into the Spirit of how to do everything. He showed me everything to do. And, you know, and these kids are just so blessed to have something like that instead of going to the penitentiary. These are first-time offenders, drug offenders, the first time around. And it's such a blessing that God opened that door for them. And it took faith. You know, faith was something that I had to really rely on because I'm thinking the whole time, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? So God actually just told me and brought everybody to me. Today I was sitting at the job, and I got a text from a judge here in town. He says, come, I want to talk to you. So, okay. I set an appointment. I went. He gave me a check for the organization, to the non-funded organization, a nonprofit organization, for $4,500 to keep this thing going for the kids, you know, because they don't want to lock people up for real. They want to try to give people a second chance in life.
Amen.
And it's just awesome, you know. I wanted to give that testimony, and it was all by faith. And, you know, I spent 3 years traveling as a sword bearer for Apostle, doing laying hands and healing. So, you know, you really got to know the Spirit to do that kind of thing, and it's all by faith. You got to carry such a faith, and the enemy will come at you and try to steal that faith from you all the time. When, you know, he'll just try to take something from you, but you got to have that faith that, hey, you're not getting this prayer, you're not getting this, no, you know, and God's just going to do it for you. And this dinar, it was brought to me from a pathetic prophetess and an apostle. And so I know it's going to come to pass because it was brought to me by a vision from an apostle. And that's by, you know, I don't know if people know what apostles do, but they see, you know, they sit on the right hand of God, and when they say something, it comes to pass. So this thing is going to happen. I know it is, and we'll just keep the faith going and stay in God's faith.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
and just keep praying to God, and, you know, look at it like this. It's not necessarily going to be something that you're expecting it to be, because when God does something, it's something that you would never have expected in your life. That's why you know it's God. You know it's God when it's something that you go, wow, you know, how could this have happened? The same way with building this farm for lost children, you know, children on drugs and stuff. and it's all about God. They come out of there, they know the Bible back and front. They're warriors when they come out of there, you know. This is awesome, and I'll just like to share that with you guys, and I'm sure Benny might have something to share with y'all as well.
Well, I
So
want
let's just
to.
keep the faith and keep the prayers.
Yeah, don't go now.
Praise God.
Don't go, Minister Rick. What I would like to
Yes,
come
sir.
out and say something, because Minister Rick has been very supportive to my show. And I wanted to tell you guys something that actually happened yesterday and today. I called Mr. Rick and I asked him, will you give me the honors to preach in my show? And he said, I don't think I'm the right guy to preach in your show. And then we talk on the phone. And he told me, I'm not a preacher. I'm a minister. And I have a mission. And he told me about his mission, briefly, about, helping these kids with drug addiction and all that. And I said, okay, that's fine. And I accepted. And then he was so good enough to introduce me to a real prophet. Her name is Grace Freeman. And let me just show you a little part of her conversation that I had with her. She was so lovely. She was so kind to give me a call. And she was praying for me. I was just going to share with you guys just a little part of that prayer. Okay? So listen. Okay, I guess people have a hard time listening to this recording. Let me see if I have the right feedback, because I believe somebody's saying that there is no sound. Okay, all right. So the recording is not loud enough. That's it, and I cannot. Well, hold on. Let me see. All right, hold on. Let me play that again. And let me know if you can hear that recording, please.
Hello. Hello, am I speaking to Mr. Benny, please?
Hi, this is Ben.
This is Willard Grace.
Hold on one second,
How
guys.
you doing, sister? How you doing?
I am
Oops.
doing quite well, sir.
Oh my God, you cannot hear it, right? Hold on one second.
So I can hear you from here.
One second, guys.
Okay. All right. So what is it that I can possibly hope God willing can do for you, sir?
Okay. I don't know if you know about me. I have a show.
Okay, guys, watch. Please let me know if you can hear it, please. All right. Very low. Okay, very low. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to play it out. Let's see if I can put some somehow volume on this, so let me know, okay? Let me know if you can hear it.
Lord, we thank you. High and low. For you will send him the right people at the right time. For he is about his Father's business. Father, we thank you that the man of God spent the hours in prayer, and it wasn't a sacrifice of hours, Lord, but it was just commune with you.
Okay, for those who did not understood, she started talking in tongues, okay? She started talking in tongues. The Holy Spirit took over her, and she started prophesying in tongues. And believe it or not, while I was listening to her, I felt that the God was telling me, you're going to listen to me, to my voice. Don't worry about it. And then, you know, you're not going to prophesy. You are going to be, what she was talking to me, okay? What she was talking to me, I felt like God was telling me, you're gonna help people bring to God. That's what I felt. And when she finished actually praying for me, she was right. She was telling me, I don't see you as a preacher. She told me straight up, and I don't see myself as a preacher. I even said to myself that I don't feel like I'm a preacher, and I don't think I have it, because everyone doesn't supposed to be preaching, you know? Like Minister Rick right here. Minister Rick is just doing the mission for God. And I know I'm not a preacher, but I felt that I have a mission, and I'm still learning this. So, excuse me. So let me just tell you something what happened. So after I talked to her, she said to me, Benny, I don't feel like I'm the right person for you to be in your show. Okay, are you listening? She said, I don't feel that I'm the right person for you to be in your show. And I know that God will tell you who is the right person. So I had already 3 preachers. Okay? I had already 3 preachers. Actually, 3 preachers. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah. So I was looking for another preacher, and then I asked God, you know, I prayed, and I asked God, I said, God, the topic for today is going to be love. I need a preacher to talk to me about love. Help me out, find a preacher, because I have a lot of pastors, I have a lot of preachers. And then all of a sudden, God come out to me and said, I already give you the man. And I said, who? And previous to talk to Minister Rick, I was talking to a preacher from the Dominican Republic, but in Spanish. And I said, no, he's from I need somebody to speak English. And probably he speak English, but you know, I just need something like that. And God goes, no, I gave you the right man. And I said, who is it? And then I come out and said, wait a minute, it's Minister Rick. So that's what I called Minister Rick back and said, listen, God told me that he wants you to talk on the show. He said he doesn't want no preacher. He wants you to talk about what you do in your mission. And the topic is love. And guess what? He's doing this for love. He's doing this ministry. He's saving these souls for love. Because he's giving the love of Christ to all these kids who are been falling for drugs, for crimes, or etc., and just giving a second chance. That's a miracle. That is a miracle. You know, and I'm so honored to have you on my show, Mr. Rick.
Amen.
So, can you tell us about do you feel comfortable to give your own testimony of your own life?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, if anybody knows, I grew up in Northwest Dade County, Miami. And I know you've heard about the cocaine cowboys. Well, I was one of them.
Wow.
And that's what I mean. When, we've made millions and millions of dollars, but it was only a short season, and then we were broke each time. We had to keep going and going and going, because when God gives you something, you keep it forever. When man gives you something, it's only for a season. It's only a short season. So you got a plan A. It's God's plan that will last forever. Plan B is your plan that you muster up in your own mind is only for a short season. Anyway, yeah, we went through all that, and we made a lot of money. I ended up getting hemmed up here. I was bringing stuff from Miami to where I live at now, upstate. So I ended up getting hemmed up. Well, the same people that when I got out of my mess I was in, the judges, they're the judges that helping me now, that I visit and call me on the phone and help me keep these kids out of trouble. The same judges that gave me my time, the same judges that were after me, the same detectives, the same drug enforcement, the FBI, all these people, they come to me now for help, to help the children, help men, help people that are addicts, doctors. I have doctors that call me to meet with kids, meet with adults that are having family issues, and that's, as a minister of God, the only thing I can tell them is you've got to get next to the Lord. You got to seek the Lord. The Lord will bring you out of all that stuff, and that's how I got out of it. I was into it. I was deep into it, and by grace I was never killed. And I don't know how that happened, because I've seen people right beside me, and that's why we're born with grace, just like, and another thing I just, if everybody just reach your hand to God and just say right now, just say, devil, take your hands off my finances, take your hands off my health, take your hands, whatever problem you have, just tell the devil, take your hands off of it, and then ask the Lord, bless me, Lord, just bless me. Decree and declare with God what that problem is, and ask God to just take it away, and have faith that it is done, and watch what happens. He will do it. He will do it. And it might be in a way that you never expected it. He's going to come from out. You're going to know it's God when he does it, like I said. But, yeah, I've been in a lot of mess, and it took God to get me straight in life, and he opened doors for me, as being they ordained me as a minister so I could get into the prisons, so I could get into the courts, so I could get into the hospitals, I could get into places that the normal person is not really able to get into on the, and really have meetings with these people and generate funds to do things. And it's just been an awesome ride, and I give God all the glory. I don't, it's all God. He's told me, and he talks to these judges. I know when these judges lay down at night, and lawyers and people that are involved in this, and some ATF people, some high up people, the Lord speaks to them at night, and he tells them what to do, through faith. And I have faith that that's happening, because it's just no other way. It's a complete miracle that ex-con like me and a person that was so much into bad things that actually found the Lord, and the Lord just guided me the way he did. And I trust the Lord with everything now. I trust him 100% every day. From when my feet hit the floor, I ask God to direct my footsteps, direct my day, direct my lips. Hey, Lord, it's you direct me. I don't want to know what to do. I just want you to direct my day. I don't want to do nothing that you don't want me to do. Praise God. But yeah, let's everybody just raise their hand right now and break that bondage. Let's just tell the devil, take your hands off of whatever your problem is. Praise God. And just say, God, bless me. Bless me. I'm one of your children. Bless your children. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you,
and
Lord.
You'll see a miracle.
Thank you.
Praise God. Amen.
The things that, Jesus, if you only knew, as I'm growing up in this, if you only knew the things that I have to go to do this show, it's just a miracle. It is a miracle.
Right.
Only the people that knows me, like I said before, they know it's a miracle. Okay? And today, I said to myself, I'm going to be late. I'm already late. You know, because they literally dragged me out of my home. Okay? They literally did. They just pulled me out. Let's go. Boom. And I'm glad that I was all dressed up. I probably would show up with my pajamas on it, you know. But they just dragged me out, opened the door, and they pulled me out and dragged me to the car. And the meeting was really, really good. So before we go on with this show, because this is the hour of prayer, and we already gave the testimony, we already Mr. Rick to give us a beautiful testimony of his work, of his minister. I would like to ask you, Minister Rick, do you have a link where people can donate for your ministry?
I'll give it to you, Benny. I'll text it to you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna be posting that link, and I'm also gonna give a link underneath the video on YouTube. Please donate for this mission, because it's gonna make basically anything that you do, anything that you give to this minister is basically towards love, okay? Love. He's doing such a great job. And those kids, they're learning the hard way, but they're learning the way to the truth, the way to salvation, with the love only Jesus Christ can give you, the love that does not see you, what color you are, where you're from, what kind of economic level you are or you have. It will see you as a human being, and he will always be there for you, always. So that is the love that I'm trying to let you know. That's the real love. Okay, that's the real love. When you have love for humanity, you already know what the mission of God is. Many of you right now who are listening to me around the world have your humanitarian projects. And just those humanitarian projects that you do have in your hands, that you're waiting for this blessing to come up to you, they're made out of love. Because you feel love for them, for these people who are going to get the benefit from these projects. So this show is dedicated to all of you, to all the people who has these beautiful humanitarian projects that will change the way we see the world very soon. Okay? So I'm so glad that Minister Rick is here with us. He has tremendous testimony for all of us. And now I'm going to give you what you guys are looking for, which basically is the intel and the news. So, but before that, I have a worldwide announcement. And somebody even asked, worldwide? Come on, Benny. Yes, worldwide. And the reason why it's worldwide announcement was because I've been listening all over the world. Anybody who has internet can listen to me all over the world. I have people from Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, from Libya. I got people from Korea, Japan, Germany, Holland. I got people all over the world, Spain, Mexico, Puerto Rico. All over the world, they're listening to me. They're sending me emails, beautiful blessings. Some even people, they even sent me, believe it or not, emails with their own language. I had to translate because I don't know what they're talking about. All right, but they understand English, okay, but they cannot write it, they cannot speak it, but they understand English, believe it or not. So They're watching, they're looking for, they're waiting for my videos, they're waiting for my audios. They're up there. So yeah, this is a worldwide announcement I'm gonna make. Okay, so please pay attention what I'm about to tell you. Okay, I'm gonna make an announcement directed to all the gurus around the world. I don't want to make it a big drama out of it because it doesn't supposed to be a drama about it, okay? I ain't no drama. But I want to avoid drama. And drama will come with chaos and panic, like I've been repeating for the last 4 years. So before I give you my intel and news, I got to this announcement goes to all the gurus. And I'm going to name just some of the gurus that I'm going to send this announcement, this message. Before, this is not about being the right guru or the wrong guru. This is not about me the only one being right, because I'm not the only one being right. As a matter of fact, I have publicly said it. I don't know much about it. Many other gurus, they're fantastic. I have said it. They're fantastic. They're very smart. They know what's up. They know what they're talking about. All right? So, I have said it, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. If it wouldn't be for Tony, for TNT, I would have never come out. If it wouldn't be for Tony Renfro from TNT, I would have never, ever come out. I was in a comfort zone. I was happy where I was. I was giving my intel to my closest friends. And everybody was so happy. Because they will see it by themselves. The things that I tell them, it will come out. Every single time. The problem was when I came out. I was the target, and I'm still the target of many people. So my announcement is basically a message to all the gurus. To all the gurus that you listen to. And that you also listen to me. I'm not attacking anybody. And one more time I'm repeating, even if I not agree what you're saying to your followers, I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking you to please, if you're going to do a information about to give the so-called 1-800 numbers, I'm going to ask you to please guide your people the right way. Guide it the right way. You have a responsibility to give the right information to your followers. You have a responsibility to come out with the truth, not a fantasy, not a fairy tale, but the truth. Follow, or at least, please, tell your people and get it ready when you got your green light, your own green light, your own 800 number. This is for you guys. Okay? To all of you. To all the gurus that are listening to me. This is your message. Guide your people the right way. When you have your 800 number, if you have an 800 number, or you know that the rate has changed, please tell your people the right information. Please advise your people that when it's time to go to the bank, do not drive fast and get to the point, get to the bank safe so they won't have any accidents on their way to the bank. Please ask your people not to collapse in chaos and panic. Please ask your people that when it is time to go to the bank, don't act rude, so they can actually be able to exchange in the bank. Why am I saying this? Because my nightmare is about to become truth. My nightmare is this. When we get that green light, not many people will stay to listen to my instructions. That cannot be controlled by me. For those people who will listen to my instructions, they may be able to exchange. So, I'm not going to tell you what to tell your people, guys. I'm not going to tell you that. But I'm going to ask you to please write them in the right direction, the right way. I know you can do it. You're much, much, much smarter than me. I know many of you will understand what I'm talking about. I'm not attacking you guys. As a matter of fact, I respect you. All I wish is that this, what I call the intelligence community, at least get together for one time and we can discuss our differences in information. So we can provide the people the right way, in the right direction, the right information. So when everybody goes to exchange, do it, they can actually do it the organized way. Organized way. You have a responsibility when you are behind a microphone. Please use it wisely. Organize your people. Tell them what to do, and the moment they're going to show up the bank. Tell them how to behave. Recommend them. Do it for the good of the people. But my nightmare is this. My nightmare is that when you got the green light, you will run to the bank. You're not going to listen to my instructions. You will get into car accidents. God forbid, you're probably even going to lose your own life. There will be a lot of people mad about themselves because they never believe in this investment. Something is going to click in their brain and they're going to be started shooting on the streets. I don't know if this is a nightmare or prophesied dream, but I got to give you the last warning. Wait for instructions. If you think that this event is going to be beautiful and everything will go to the bank and everybody's going to be so joyful and so happy, you got another thing coming. There are a lot of people that are going to fall for fraud. Hundreds of thousands of people will be fraud because they believe in a group that promised them that they will have an email and a call when the whole thing starts. We all going to find out about it. And all I know is that if I'm wrong, I beg Jesus that if I'm wrong, to prove me that I'm wrong. You see, I was talking to a pastor, and I told him straight out what I feel about private groups. And he told me straight out, this is just like salvation. Many will be called, but few will be the selected ones. So, I might be wrong. Many of my jets are in private groups. Trust me, I'm not fan of them. But if you are in a private group, please listen to this. If you are in a private group, have a plan B. Okay? Just have a plan B. Don't rely on your private group. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. I don't want to see you sad. I don't want to see you frustrated because they never called you. Okay? That's my announcement. That's my last announcement to all of you, to the people who are waiting for this green light, to all the gurus. Because many of those gurus, and I got a bunch that I respect a lot. These are good people. They're doing this for their own good. They're doing this because they want to help people. They're not doing it to get famous. Okay? I may not agree on the information they give. I definitely don't worry about that. But right now it's not about Benny being the right one and the only one. No, it's not about that. Right now we all need to be united. because something's going to happen very soon. And when this happens, we need to be careful. We need to be careful the way we drive. We need to be careful the way we talk to people. We need to shut up and not say anything to anybody. We need to be able to have maybe a 800 number. Nobody guarantees it, because I know they're not guaranteeing any 800 number right now. We need to be prepared for the best, but we also need to prepare for the worst. That's my message to the whole world. All right? So let's go to the intel and the news. Right now, I have right now tests right now from the semi-elite. Let me just tell you what happened about 2 hours ago. I went to the meeting and there were 4 banks, not one, 4 banks in that meeting. And they were actually exchanging logistics. Because not all the banks are going to exchange the same way, believe it or not. So they were exchanging logistics and getting synchronized among them. They're all waiting for the right time to go and basically make it public to the people. Anybody who has dinars, come over, and this and that. We don't know if all the currency will go at the same time. We don't know yet, okay? Nobody knows yet. Unless the people that I got in contact, they don't know nothing about it. But they do know that the dinar will go first, okay? So, you have plenty of time to prepare yourself. And I know many people come up to me and say, I'm ready. I've been ready for the last 12 years. I'm ready. No, you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not ready. I can prove you that you're not ready. I can give you one question and you will take about 3 seconds to answer it. And that one question is, what have you done to educate yourself to how to know how to manage your money? And the answer will be, well, and it will go like that. The minute you go, you don't know nothing. I got one woman who told me, I have taken 2 years in finance. I know what to do with my money. I shut up. You don't need to take a degree to know how to manage your money. But you need to show yourself some interest and basically take this investment serious enough to know what you're going to do in case that you become filthy rich. Because 98% that will exchange will go broke because of that. Ignorance. You're not educated enough. You have plenty of time to do that. If you haven't done it, that's your fault. Okay? Just to let you know that. So, the only thing I'm going to do with my jets, and I'm talking to my jets, I will let them know the strategy to go on exchange. I repeat, it's only a strategy to go on exchange. If you're not in my Facebook page, go to my Facebook page. I'm going to leave a link under my video. Go to my Facebook page and I will let you know what is the strategy to go on exchange. Because you need to be ready for what's coming after DRB. You need to protect your access. You need to protect your dreams. You need to protect your family. And I'm telling you right now, it's very basic what you need to know. Very basic. But if you don't know it, you're going to be sorry. That's all I got to tell you. Okay? So, this meeting was fantastic. This meeting told me that they are now taking a serious approach, that there will be a public exchange very soon. Very, very soon. Okay? Now, for those people sending me the last intel from the Family Dragon, with all the respect, stop sending me that crap. Okay? I told everybody, the minute that I give a date, the Dragon Family Maniacs And all other gurus, they will come out and say, oh, I know the day for the RB now. And they're giving you the same day I gave you. So please stop sending me those so-called releasing of the funds and so-called we all going to have a 100 number by this day. Please stop it. Stop the insanity, okay? Stop it. You already wasted 12 years of your life. Stop listening to morons. Nobody knows when the RB will happen. We can basically analyze the information and we know that we are very close. Okay? I never said that Sunday will be the day of the RB. All I say is Sunday will be the day the elite will rewrite the financial system. The actual changing of the rates, nobody knows. Nobody knows when that's going to happen. We have the faith that it's going to happen this month. Yes, we do. That's being realistic. I've been accused of calling the RB, and I have never, ever called the RB. Never. So stop that. You know, I've been receiving a lot of this crap. I don't even want to read it. Okay? And I know I'm not fun. I'm not the favorite so-called guru from those people that are in private groups. Trust me. I got 98% of over 5 million Puerto Ricans. They don't like me. They don't like me because they're all in private exchanges. Alright? So, I either can come out with the same bullcrap like the rest of the gurus, or I can come out what I know that is not truth. So I chose to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Now, I have many good friends who are in private groups, and like I said, I just pray to Jesus that I'm wrong. And I congratulate all the Jets who are backing me up, who are in private groups. They have a plan B. They have a plan B. Okay? They're not worrying about this. They're not worrying about private groups. Alright? So, if you are in a private group, my recommendation is have a plan B. Buy your own currency and wait for the public exchange. Simple. Alright? Alright, so the second news I got is that the United States banks are now getting meetings with the Bank of Iraq. They're having meetings right now. They have meetings right now, okay? Why they're having meetings? Because they gotta really know how they're gonna trade the exchanges. They need to learn how they're gonna trade the exchanges, okay? Alright? That's why they're having the meetings. The other news that I got from you guys is, let me see if I got it right here, because somebody said it to me and I said maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. Let's see. Okay, I got it. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is I got a call today and he told me, look, this is what I got from these bankers. Okay? He said that they're working on having a special 800 number for all of you guys. Because, listen, just in California, we're 6 million people. Can you imagine 6 million people calling on one number that are already there? Because they already have 800 numbers, okay? And just imagine, when they call in one day, they've been told, okay, it's hot, it's live now, go and call. What do you think is going to happen to that line? Just remember, it's only one line. God knows how many people respond in that one line. We don't know. The 800 number is already there, but we don't know how many people will be available. That line is going to be so busy. People will take even weeks to actually get a chance to talk to somebody on the other side. So, the 800 number that I understand they are working on it, it is the 800 number only for the people who have this currency. That number, personally, I still not clear if we're going to have it or not. Okay? I hope that everybody understands this. We're just waiting for them to let us know if there's going to be a 800 number. They might even not give us that. So, I'm not trying to provoke chaos and panic, but we need to be prepared for the best and the worst, right? Let's be realistic. All right. So the second thing that you need to understand is this. I've been asked that question not only one time. I've been asked the question yesterday and today around 7 times. And they asked me the question, Benny, when is the right time? What is the rate for us to go to the bank? Okay? And to answer that question correctly is this. If you don't see the rate change in the CBI website, if you don't see any change on the website of the Central Bank of Iraq, don't go. If you see a change, and that change is probably, 5 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, it is up to you to decide if you want to go to the bank or not. Now, we've been told many times we're waiting 1-to-1. Definitely. They're looking to actually give us 1-to-1. But there's no guarantee. What about if they only increase it to 40 cents? Will you still go to the bank? Or are you going to wait for it? I will go to the bank. I will just exchange whatever I need to exchange to pay what I need to pay. And that's it. And then wait for the currency to go higher. Will it go higher? Well, after the reset go to gold, yes, it will go higher. And this is another thing that I need to talk to you guys. All right? Please pay attention. The reset will go and the gold price will go skyrocket. It will go to the roof. If it goes $10,000 the ounce, the chances that the dinar will go up to 3+ are basically 85%. I talked last night with a pastor from Dominican Republic, and he told me some prophecy dream that I was like knocked out when he told me this. And he said, Benny, I don't know nothing about banking. I don't know nothing about the exchanges and how these things actually work in the real life. You do. So I'm going to tell you what God told me. And I said, go ahead, brother. And he said that the dinar will revalue 10-to-1. And the minute that he told me that, I was like, that's ridiculous. And then we stopped talking. We went through the whole conversation, and the minute that I hang up on him, I start thinking, wait a minute, 10-to-1, will that be realistic? And then I start thinking, all right, gold is running out. Okay, just take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right now $5,000, $5,300 right now. Why? Because of demand. And guess what? Somebody just told me that Bitcoin is running out. They only have like 23 Bitcoins that they can create. Okay? So they're running out. You know that there has been a lot of people with a lot of money saying that Bitcoin will go $1 million in 3 years. So why? Because of demand. So if gold is running out, anybody who has gold, that gold that he possesses will worth hundreds of thousands. And I've been told that the chances that the gold will go to the roof to 50,000 are big. If it goes to 50,000 the ounce on that gold, the chances that the dinar will cost $10 to 1, I've been told that are very, very good. So I told myself, wow, can you imagine all the people? Can you imagine that if that actually happened? $10 to 1. Do you remember when those prophets, Lana Bowser, King Clement, Mark Taylor, etc., they have all say the same thing. Get ready to be blessed twice. And when I heard that, it just scared the hell out of me. I told you many times before, because whenever God gives you a blessing, it is 3 times what the blessing you're expecting. Can you imagine when he said twice? That revalue of the dinar is actually have a very, very big potential to go that high. That's my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. That's my humble opinion. Because gold is going to be running out, and the money, the paper money, is going to be equivalent to gold. All right? If you don't believe me, talk to an economist. Talk to a banker. If you don't believe me. All right? If gold is going to go that high, chances that will go up to $20,000, $30,000 the ounce. Trust me. That may actually have a big effect on paper money. Okay? So 10 to 1, at the beginning I said, no, that's ridiculous. But guess what? It's potentially coming true. It can happen. All right? And this is the first time I ever talked about rates, okay? I don't like to talk about rates. You know that. So let's talk about the dong. We have news today that Vietnam is implemented their electronic deposit in electronic payments within the country. I have talked to 2 people from Vietnam yesterday, 2 people. And they all told me the same thing. They told me that the government is looking to gain the trust internationally and bring the currency into high expectancies or high value. They even said it publicly. Okay? And that was yesterday. So today we got this news. So right now we are waiting for something better than that. We are waiting for the lower dinars from them. None of those 2 people that I talked from Vietnam, they told me straight out, we don't know nothing about it. We heard something about it, but we don't know nothing officially. Okay? So we just gotta wait. Probably they're gonna be a surprise. I don't know. Okay? So now, let me talk about Zimbabwe. And yes, I got news from Zimbabwe. All right, and that news came out today while I was in the meeting. I've been told by this guy, he said that he talked 2 hours from bankers in Zimbabwe, okay? And they told me that the government of Zimbabwe are getting ready to implement their new currency, the new Zimbabwe dollar, in about 2 weeks. Are you listening? They announced it about a month ago that they were getting ready. They wanted to use their gold for the new Zimbabwe. And now the bankers are saying that they're getting ready to release their new Zimbabwe currency. Not the one that you guys have, but the new currency. So let's wait. Let's wait what they want to do with your currency. I said before, if they want to give any credit, if they want to honor any value to your currency, consider yourself blessed. Okay? But we don't know nothing yet. So let God give us the surprise. Okay? All right, guys. So, Minister Rick, are you still there?
sir.
Are you still there? All right. So, Minister Rick, you have any question for me that after you heard my intel?
Yep. Actually, I forgot something, Benny.
Okay.
You know, it was prophesied to me that Bitcoin was going to be part of the wealth transfer.
Yes, it is. Oh, and by the way, about the wealth transfer. Transfer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The biggest wealth transfer in history of humanity is going to happen this month. For those who still doubt, that is not going to happen until December, I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen this month. Okay? The date, I don't know. Nobody knows. Okay? And even if I knew when it's going to be, what did I say? I said, I'm not going to give it to you. Okay? I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give you the day of the RB. Even if I knew, I'm not going to give it to you. Alright? And there's a reason why. Because I need to protect myself. Okay? But I can tell you, we are very close. We are very, very close. Okay? Just to let you know that. Alright? I'm not trying to be, AO. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Alright? So, right now, we're looking pretty good. We're looking beautifully. Do you have another thing to let us know, Minister Rick?
Yes, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I'm good, Benny. I'm great.
All right.
I just hope everybody will keep the faith and just, rebuke that devil off their life and do like I said, because the Lord told me to say that to everybody.
All right. Okay.
That was straight from what the Lord told me to do.
Definitely.
Okay.
So hopefully everything turned out. Definitely. Thank you so much, Rick, for Minister Rick, for being in my show.
Yes,
I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And don't forget to give me the link so I can post it on my Facebook page, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm going to send it to you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So that was Minister Rick to give you an example of what love is under the guidance of Jesus Christ to humanity. So I'm going to ask you a question to all of you. What is your part of this love that you're going to basically spread after the RB? What is that? How you want to express the love to humanity? Because if you're going to have a humanitarian project, it means that you feel the love to humanity. Okay? You want to share that with us? Please share it in my Facebook page. Let everybody knows what you're planning to do. Okay? Thank you so much for your attention, guys. Tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. And we're waiting for Sunday. But before we're waiting for Sunday, I got another announcement to give you Saturday. And I know I'm gonna confuse everybody when I give the announcement Saturday. I'm gonna confuse the whole world about it. But you need to be learning just to wait and see. Okay? So for now, have a great night. A fantastic night. And I want to just give you the best of wishes to everybody. Thank you to everybody for all the supports, all of your blessings, all of your letters, all of your emails, all of your donations. Thank you so much, everybody. And God bless you all. For now, oh my God, let there be the glory to God. Let God give us the love that He wants to give to everybody. God bless everybody, and good night.
Every soul, every beating heart, every nation and every tongue, come find hope.